Hi there, I'm David Hunt, owner of GameMasters Guild, and if you're a Dungeon Master, you need all the help you can get making your game run smoothly. And I got a couple things today that I'm going to show you that might do just that, and that is the monster cards. Now what's really cool about the monster cards is that these monster cards are all the monsters that come right out of the monster manual. And you've got two different versions. You've got the challenge rating 0 through 5, all on 177 laminated cards for durability. And then you have challenge rating 6 through 16 on 74 durable laminated cards. And that way, instead of having the monster manual out in front of you while you're playing, and books behind the screen take up a lot of room, even if it's on a side table, all you got to do is pull out the monster cards that you need for the evening and keep them within easy reach, either on a side table or right there behind the Game Master screen. How convenient is this? This is great. And what's also cool, I'm going to actually show you a couple of monster cards real quick from the original. Now all these monster cards are in two sizes. The first one is a smaller playing card size, actually similar in size to collectible card games like Magic or Pokemon. And on one side it's got all the information on the monster, including the XP value, the challenge rating, and at the very, very bottom, the page number that this monster comes from out of the monster manual itself. That way, if you need to reference the book for any reason, the background, or just to verify a certain bit of information that you could have swore you remembered but doesn't seem like it's on the card, well then you can easily do that. And on the other side, you have the monster and its name. And what's nice is this is, if you've got the card right here and someone says, a fire snake, what's that? You can just throw that up. You can say, and you see 4 of these. And players like to see what they're fighting. Plus it gets the imagination going, helps them pull them into the world a little bit more. Now on some creatures, like the panther, there's no actual image in the monster manual. So they just wash it out and put a cool eye symbol there with the name Panther on it, so you know what it is. Now, some monsters have so much information that they can't put it all on one small card. So what they do is they put it on this bigger card. In this case, the Jackalware. But now they still manage to get all the information on there that you need. The challenge rating, the XP rating, what page of the monster manual that it comes from. Again, in case you think there's more information and maybe something's missing here, and it's in the monster manual. Specifically, usually the background. And that's usually what I end up having referring to. And in this case, since the Jackalware has so much information, you got all this stuff here, and it's continued on the other side. And in the challenge rating 6 through 16, they do exactly the same thing, except there are even more of the larger cards, because you've got a lot of your demons and devils and Arcanoloths, all those guys, and they have a lot more stuff going on. You probably have your dragons in here. So this is definitely something you want to think about picking up to help you up your game. Something else that's really super cool, I'm going to get it and show you. This is something that I just started using, even though I've been playing for, well, we won't mention how many years. But let me go get it real quick, and I'll show you what I did to kind of help myself along. Okay, so what I did is I went over to my collectible card game supplies, and I picked up one of these 4-pocket page binders. And it's a really small binder, and as you can see in the front, I just I cut a slit, just like you used to do in school with the old Trapper Keepers. Cut a slit so I could drop some extra big cards in there, some main ones I might be using. But also, inside, I put all the monsters that I am most likely going to be using throughout my session. And even if you're like me, where you like to kind of just on a whim suddenly go 90 degrees away from the story, it's not a problem because you can add a lot on. I'm just going to not do that. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so what I did is I went over to my collectible card game supplies and I picked up one of these 4-pocket page binders. And what's really cool about these is, first of all, I did the old school trick and cut a slit in the top of the clear plastic, like the old Trapper Keepers, and slipped just a couple of the big cards that I was going to be using down inside the front. And if I wanted to, I could do the same thing on the back. And I already made the cut just in case I want to drop 1 or 2 down there. You don't want to do a lot, just 1 or 2 cards that you might be using. And that way you can fish them out pretty easy, or just drop 1 so you can see which one you're going to use. But then all the smaller cards, I filled all these pages with all the smaller cards that I very well might be using. And what's really nice is each pocket, even though it's got a spot for 4 cards, you can double side it so you can fit quite a bit of cards in here, and it's really great. Plus, some of these little portfolios will actually have a pocket in the back so you can actually slide something down in here. And in this one, I didn't cut it. It actually already had a slit so you could drop a few in there, and I took a bunch of them that I thought I was going to use and dropped them right in this pocket, and now I'm ready to play. And now, instead of a big monster manual where I have to flip through all the pages to find what I need, I just have a small binder with exactly what I need. And you're only looking like maybe another $10. And if you really want to disarm your players, make this a Pokemon binder. They'll never see it coming. What's going on? And you just whip a monster out of your Pokemon binder. Catch them totally off guard. Okay. So anyways, I just wanted to show you that. And I think it's super useful for you, and I think this little binder idea has been working great for me. It's smaller, it's easier to handle behind the screen, and I don't have to do quite as much flipping because I got exactly the monsters that I need in this binder. So just want to show you that real quick, and I hope you find it useful. Hope you find this video useful. And again, I'm Dave Hunt, owner of GameMasters Guild, telling you to stay safe, play great games, and I'll see you real soon.